know it's been a while, and we don't like being away, and we hate inconsistency, but as you guys know, we're in a pandemic, and 2020
in one of the roughest years.
With people passing away, with people getting sick, it takes a toll on anyone mentally. Places closing down. I've never seen anything like that where the whole nation closed down. Like, I've only seen those things in the movies, so it's crazy that we're living through this situation and then having to do life and live life while processing what is going on.
It's very stressful.
We're just going to be transparent with you guys and be honest as to letting you guys know that this is why we've been absent from the YouTube world or social media world. We've been trying to post here and there to stay relevant, but
I'm hopeful that the President will grant my request for a major disaster declaration in full. And I'm working to secure medical supplies and personal protective equipment for our state.
Day 10 of quarantine. Say good morning.
Good morning.
What happened to your nose?
It hurt my nose.
You were playing with a chair? Your little chair? And it hurt your nose? You feel okay? Okay, what are you eating?
Pancakes.
In the beginning of the pandemic, you're like, okay, this is cute. We get to stay home a little longer. We get to be around each other. After a month, you're just like, okay. And while we're driving around, we're seeing all these different things with the signs of closings, barbershops, people who are doing these things for a living are not able to do it anymore. So now they're hustling.
Being that I had to work and you were at home, I felt like you were like watching it from like a third person's perspective. And I got like to see it a little bit more driving around, seeing like people crying with their business being closed. Like what's the craziest thing you ever saw outside of this you could think about?
Nothing, honestly. 9/11, I don't remember any of it because I was in Jamaica. So when it comes to nationwide, I didn't really experience a lot like swine flu and stuff.
You were in Jamaica when 9/11 happened?
Watching the news.
I saw it happen. Like my mom was so bad in school. And my mom had to like take me to like all these schools. So I remember like I was at the train, I forgot the name of the stop. I got the train and we saw these people looking over and we just saw this building burning. I didn't know what the Twin Towers was. My mom was like, okay, we gotta go. Like we just continue looking for schools. Like in her world, it's just like this pandemic. People like everybody experiences it differently.
Yeah.
Her focus was trying to get me into a school. Like now, our focus is trying to make the best education through this whole craziness for Genesis.
Yes, more power to y'all stay-at-home moms. First I was trying to homeschool because I wasn't sure how long this is gonna last.
And you gotta learn how to homeschool out of nowhere. That's so funny.
The ants are gone.
Wobble, wobble.
Pop bubbles with the letter A. A. Very good.
Oh, you too. Take a video.
Go ahead.
Hi guys. We have beans. We're growing up seeds. Then go turn to beans. And
We're gonna be doing
we
this.
have cups.
Okay.
And you turn, Mama.
Okay.
And we have saddles. I forgot.
All right. Can I talk now? Okay. Thank you. We have our water container to water the seeds.
I forgot the pencil, but you
We
could
got
pop.
the seeds that we're gonna plant. They're actually pinto beans. Let's see if anything happens with them. We have the pencil. We have scissors, shovels, and 2 cups. First I gotta homeschool because I'm not sure how long this whole school situation is gonna last. This is my thought process. Don't want her to get dumb. When school is open, I want her to start flowing.
And she was like she was counting to like 20 something.
Sis was like regressing.
ABC's like crazy. I'm like, what number is this?
I'm like, yo, I felt so guilty. I'm like, my daughter is regressing. It's the pandemic, and because I'm so emotionally stressed or trying to be busy, that she's falling in the back burner because I'm trying to make this life for her during the pandemic. I started my business and trying to juggle that, and then trying to juggle the social media aspect of it, and then trying to juggle being a mom, making sure that my kid come home to the stuff being clean and having food, and then trying to be a teacher in the middle of it, it's different for her too.
And you haven't even mentioned just trying to, like, you still have the Black Lives thing that's going on, and you still have you, which is the most important thing to try to like find happiness.
I felt myself getting down. And it wasn't, some people might say, oh, you're getting lazy. It's not getting lazy, it's just that my body and mind is shutting down. But not to complain or all that, or
see what you're doing right now? This is what I was doing. First I was like, oh, I don't know what people are so crazy about. You know what I mean? And then to see how like stages just got worse and worse and worse, and then we had a friend who mom passed away from it. And that's kind of when I like realized like, oh wow, this is really crazy.
At one point I just had to stop taking in all that information because I was getting depressed. Like I couldn't watch the news. I'm thinking about, okay, he's an essential worker, he's going out to work. Oh Lord, when he comes home, all right, I gotta put his stuff in the bag, put his stuff in the balcony, tie it up and separate it from the rest of the laundry. So we had like garbage bags, like your clothes.
Trying not to get sick at all times, staying home, being afraid, being cautious.
There was a lot going on, but there was also good parts about this pandemic. There's a lot, but the good thing is that the world needed quiet time.
I feel like that's my whole thing. My whole vibe has been like, even before COVID, it just like, and it's gonna sound so hypocritical and maybe this comes out the wrong way, but I wanted that what you guys had. I was exhausted. Like my job was having me working like 10 hours straight, no lunch. When you were being at home and you're like watching dinner, I'm like, bro, you don't know how jealous I was of that. Like,
and I sensed that, and that's why I was like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm busy all the time because I can't make him feel like this is vacation for me because it's not.
But also, I wasn't mad that you weren't doing that.
And when I see and felt your vibe of, why can't I stay home? Or like your energy, I know you don't say stuff, but your energy, being married to your spouse, you guys know, they don't say it, but you can feel that energy.
But that wasn't what was up me. So COVID was just like a symptom of like, you know, police brutality for me in my world. Like me personally was feeling down, just like glimpsing one or two videos, feeling like it was affecting me mentally. I'm like, how come my dad went through this? My grandmother, like all the time we always been going through this and we can never stop going through this. And it's like, it's draining, you know? So I was just like, I just need to take a break. And then I knew that I was a lot more edgy.
Then our apartment was like, I know this is a pandemic where y'all need to still pay rent. No, and then they raised our rent.
Yeah, they raised our rent and they started evicting people during the pandemic.
I'm like, I feel like I'm living in the twilight zone. You are telling me, hey, I told you I am not working due to a pandemic, but okay, fine, we're still gonna raise your rent. Okay, we might be a little late. Okay, we're gonna add a $150 late fee.
And then you're like, bro, I'm so depressed.
And
I'm
this
so
is
anxiety ridden.
yeah.
It's like, but you're like, at least you got a job.
Right. At least you still go to work.
It's like, you don't even understand. Like, all these things are happening, and then you're going around people who sometimes have no clue or don't care about how you feel.
At least you got a job.
At least you got a job. And it comes from both. It comes from people that's beside you, who are ahead of you, and who are behind you. So you're in like this chamber of like, bro, like just shut up, be happy, it could be worse. Hey,
and I hate that we live in that world where it could be worse. People are living worse than you. Allow me to process my emotions because I'm going through this thing right now.
Black people don't have time to process.
Like they just expect you like, okay, I know your hand is being chopped off, but at least you got your foot.
At least you got your foot.
Like, I'm just like, no, my hand is hurting and I'm feeling the pain of you chopping my hand off.
Yeah.
Can I process that you're chopping my hand off? No, we gotta move on. Use your left hand and do what you need to do.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like if you're right-handed and the world is attacking your right hand, just learn how to write with your left hand. Oh, no training, no time to learn it.
Just do it now.
Do it right now.
Now.
Do it right now. I mean, at my job, bro, I was messing up so much.
Because mentally
I was like, bro, things that was like so simple. I like forget something because I'll drive and then I'm like, oh, I forgot something. It's like I was so stressed. And mind you, I still have a wife to come home to. I still have a daughter to raise. I'm like, I'm not being a good father. That's why I kept saying this to him. I'm not being a good father. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, this isn't who you are.
And this is my message to you guys: be kinder to yourself. Like you're going through something crazy. And then when I went back to work, I'm like, yo, Del, I wish I appreciated that time more.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
I'm like, I wish
That's what I was saying.
I took it more as a downtime than trying to show to the world how progressive I'm going to be through this pandemic.
Right. And that's what everybody was doing.
Yes, it's towards the end we started enjoying the pandemic more. Okay, let's go hiking. We tried so hard to like squeeze in some fun family times.
Because you gotta remember too, I'm still working 11 hours a day.
I wanna feel something besides your love for me.
Why do that sometimes?
You look at Asian, son.
Yo, when it's the time, you wanna adjust with the do-rag do.
I told you it's that tight, son.
I want them here at Japan.
Yo, I'm weak, yo.
I'm surprised all they are here in the Japan is all the escrow you put in the Remember the first time you meet Craig? I said, Craig, Jericho said, no!
Let's talk about the positives.
Okay.
Everyone was into fitness.
Yes, they had no choice. You gotta go walk. Another thing that I like too is that people got more enlightened. There's a lot of talks more now about what to do with this police reform. Tonight they had a conversation about, okay, how much time do police need to get trained, and we should have our own polices, and you hear celebrities finally come out and be like, yo, nah, I'm not doing this. At first it was just Kaepernick, and they made him feel crazy.
Right.
Now everybody is doing that. So that was great. That was good to see like celebrities stepping up and politicians stepping up to try to make a change.
And another good thing is that you started to realize or pay attention to the people around you. So whoever you were quarantined with, it's like you started to appreciate them more and love on them more because this was just quiet time. Like Genesis and I watched so many movies.
Mad Disney movies.
Which was on my bucket list because I wanted us to be up with the times with the Disney movies.
You mean back with the times?
Whatever.
She up for her time. A for Abby and whatever the other ones that she watched up for the time.
Vlogs. Why are you watching
That's
vlogs?
because of the times. A bad thing because once again I'm still working 10 to 11 hours a day. You're still working technically about the same. So
And then
it's just
Genesis
done.
had no consistency because she was moving from house to house.
Oh, that was bad too. See, that's the thing they don't tell you about. Everybody gonna talk about, oh, keep your kids at home and it's not fair to go back to school. Yeah. I don't know how y'all get y'all money. It's only one similar shit I got. I don't know how many y'all got. But guess what? The bills have to get paid. My family members and my friends and my loved ones that was able to watch Genesis, they're gonna go back to work eventually. Or they're dealing with mental stuff too.
Like they're going through everything that you're feeling, they're feeling too, if not 10 times worse.
Right.
And then you're pushing your child on them, not their child. Hey, can you watch this child for like 8 hours of the day? Like,
Right. Because Genesis is like
a lot of energy.
a lot of energy.
And then it's not fair to her because then she's not learning anything because they just don't have the time
Nobody has the time.
to teach her anything. Basically, you're just praying that they can just keep her safe inside the building.
And I'm not sitting here saying that it's fair for the teachers to go back into an environment where they might get sick. I'm just saying that the system that they create out of this for people who worked and who are not working, it was a very like wide scale, and it's like I don't even know how
you decide who goes back to work.
I don't know, man.
So then now we are forced as parents to now find a place to put our daughter and make sure she's staying safe through this pandemic.
And learning.
Well, honestly, if you are China, not trying to get political, if you are going to go through a pandemic, shut everything down, bro. Like shut everything
down. No payments to anybody.
Freeze rent and mortgage.
Put it at the end. All we're gonna say is right now, the reason why we've been like taking a break from you guys.
I know this is like a venting thing. Venting.
Reason why we took a break was because we knew that it wouldn't be fair to you guys, and we also didn't know how to feel. We knew that it wasn't the right time to be showing a lot of these, like, you know, my daughter's this and yeah. Some days it would be good to have seen that. Yeah, I understand.
It was just a lot. Like just trying to do life through the pandemic, and then the killings.
Yeah.
Like my husband is going out to work. Bad enough the virus. That's what I was trying to say. Bad enough the virus. Now I gotta think about a cop killing my husband.
Yeah.
Or just a random white person in a pickup truck seeing you and thinking, and you wear hats to work. Seeing you and thinking, and you're wearing a red shirt.
And I'm going to some places in Georgia where
Confederate flags all over.
The other day, the craziest thing I saw was they had this black scarecrow with a Confederate flag, and I was like, oh.
Now that this is the new normal, I wouldn't say it's normal. Now that this is a new way.
No, it's normal. It's a new normal.
The new way of living. It ain't normal for me. Now that it's the new way of living, we're slowly trying to get used to and maneuver through this new way of living with YouTube because we enjoy doing it. Is it safe to say we're back?
We're back, and we promise to be as consistent as we possibly can be with the way life is today.
And figuring out this pandemic, figuring out parenthood, because to us it's still new because as she's growing, she's a new person. And then figuring out this new husband and new wife in this situation.
Yeah, guys, so yeah, I guess that's it for this video. And oh, by the way, if you're watching this, we need another stimulus check.
Send the $600.
That's it? 12 is supposed to be. 600 is for unemployment. No, it's 400 now.
400. Trump, we need the stimulus.
Alright, guys.
Bye.